We're live, Miss Carter. Miss Cutbill.
Yes, I was just going to say there are people here already, which is great.
We have panelists.
All right, fantastic.
It's our star-studded guest panelists.
Hi, Miss Cutbill. Hi, Miss Medellin.
Miss Cutbill, you know Lori Medellin, our co-PFC president.
Hi. I saw her the other day at the ribbon cutting.
And Jim Klein.
Hey, how we doing?
Fantastic, Jim. We're live on YouTube right now.
Excellent. We're famous.
We're YouTube stars.
Indeed.
I've decided, Angela, I hope this is okay. I'm gonna try something new, and I'm gonna let Gage do the presentation. Is that okay?
Nice.
I'm gonna give it a try. I think he can do it.
I know he can do it. I know he can do it.
You want to do the whole thing? He just creeped away. All right, let's see. Where is my share? There it is. Share with sound. Okay, am I on with my presentation?
You are.
All right. You know, I look a lot more handsome as an emoji.
Don't we all?
I don't want to give up Zoom, Miss Cutbill, and Jim, because Zoom has a great filter.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Well, you will get to keep Zoom for the rest of the year.
Yes. Takes 10 years off my life. All right. Jim, how do I know when parents start coming in?
Well, if you look at your
I see
participants, you see 27 so far.
Okay. So when it gets to 100, it'll go right to YouTube, right?
That is right. What'll happen is they'll come up on Zoom, and Zoom will give them a little link and say, hey, this one's full, switch to YouTube. So I'll just send them right over there.
Amazing.
Lori, are you guys PFA or PFC?
We are PFC.
Okay. There's no rhyme or reason why some are. It's just a historical thing, but I always like to check.
You were on mute. Go.
I'm Miss Carter.
Hi, Monty.
Monty.
Monty, Mr. Foley said hi.
Love it. All right. Well, I went through almost all the back to school presentations for special education and went through 3 and everything was going awesome. So good news. Teachers are rock stars. Killing it.
They really are. They're doing a great job.
Ms. Cutbill, can I start the presentation with, hey now?
Oh, please don't.
All right.
So I just got a text from a parent that said, just want to let everyone in your meeting know we can see and hear everything. So just FYI.
Okay.
Good. This is my practice for when I'm a stand-up comedian.
Don't change your day job. I guess that's really a night job though, isn't it? Yeah. Stand-up comedian.
Love it. You know, 2 years ago, I told the parents when we were sitting out in the 100-degree heat at back to school night, I said, we won't have to do this again because we'll have an NPR next year. And I didn't lie. We're still not out in the 100-degree heat.
That's
You
true.
didn't lie. I do think this is a better way to do it because parents really want to see the classroom and the teacher, and a lot of parents who can't make it to campus, and it's
It's
just
really-
a good way to,
It's really hard to run back and forth.
yeah. And people who can't, who may be stuck at work, but they can still participate. It's a nice thing. So,
Funny story for all the parents who are listening. When I was an assistant principal at Agora High School, and we had back to school night. We had all the parents there, and they had to run from one class to the other. So you'd go to a first period, then you have to run a second period. And Agora is a huge campus. And so we would drive around in the golf cart and pick parents up and like a taxi driver to get them to each. Because it was so funny, they were running because Gore's so huge and you had 5 minutes to get from one class to the other class. So we'd have to drive around, and then they would be lost and they'd have their map and trying to find the classroom. So it was
so dark. Like the campus is dark at night. You remember we had to get lights and bring in floodlights, and people would still, I'd worry they'd trip, and we'd have to have the ASB kids show them where to go. And, parents are rushing. And then, do you remember you'd always end up in the 0 period class instead of the first period? And it was just very, this is a much.
Campus. It's a big.
Okay, we're up to 82. I know that first, second, and third were just finishing up right when I popped in, so I'll give them a few more minutes to see if they just finish up. Holly Gibson said, Zoom back to school night is awesome, pandemic or not.
I agree.
Nice.
I agree. I just got finished casting 5 minutes ago before this started, so I would not have made it. So this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do see a lot of parents Zooming from their, they're from their car, from their work, because they wouldn't have been able to.
One year I had a babysitter who couldn't come at the last minute, and my husband was out of town, and I was just crushed. I wanted to go to back to school night, and here it was, my oldest son's first year in kindergarten, and I wanted to go so bad. And so I think this is so great.
Veronica's coming now. She just, her third grade meeting just ended. So if you want to watch for her to pop in.
I'm here.
Oh, she's there. Perfect. Whew, thought you were leaving me by myself.
No. They were, the teacher had a lot of information to share.
Good.
I always feel rude dropping off. Like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Are we on our own? We're not live, right? Are we live?
We're live. We're live.
We are live.
Oh, hi.
Say hi to everybody. There's 91 people out there.
Hi, folks.
91 parents.
Mr. Foley, I think that happened last year. We were just chit-chatting and didn't realize other people were in here with us. Hi, Gage.
It's because we like each other, right?
Yeah.
My goal is to get to 100 first, but we have to get started because we have to get everybody to the 4th and 5th grade as presentation. So we're going to get started. So good evening, Lupin Hill families, and welcome to Back to School Night. We have a great presentation. As you can see, we have a star-studded special guests here with us. So we're going to get started. Just first, a little bit about me. If you haven't met me or you don't know me, this is my 5th year as principal at Lupin Hill Elementary. Love Lupin Hill Elementary. It is the hidden gem of Las Virgenes elementary schools. Over the last 5 years, we have really transformed Lupin Hill Elementary inside and out to a beautiful elementary school. And that has to do with, obviously, not just me, but the staff and the school board and the district and our PFC and the community. And it's just been amazing. And I love the school. Couldn't ask for a better place. Prior to Lupin Hill Elementary, I had 5 years as an assistant principal at Agora High School. prior to Agora High School, I spent 5 years as an athletic director and dean at Reseda High School. And prior to that, 5 years at Chatsworth as a teacher, a PE teacher and health teacher, and South Central High School. This is the family. So just to let you know, I have 2 kids. One's right here next to me. The other one is at soccer practice right now. Gage is 10 and Georgia is 8. Georgia is in 3rd grade. Gage is in 5th grade. He is actually in a very small class with 35 kids in it. And but he loves his school. We are big sports fans, the Dodgers, Lakers. We have season tickets to the Dodgers. So every summer we spend a lot of time at Dodger Stadium. And we are Star Wars fans, right? Big Star Wars fans. Finally got to go to to see Star Wars at Disneyland this summer. And I'll tell you, when I walked in and I saw the Millennium Falcon life size, I don't know if I could get a sentence out for 5 minutes. It was that breathtaking for me to see. It was awesome. Also, to the right are my other 2 children, Zion and Axel. Axel is the dark brindle pit bull, and Zion is the light brindle pit bull. They are 1 year old. Rescued them last year from the Agora shelter. The four dogs now I've rescued from the Agora shelter. Thank you to Kelly Miller for hooking me up with my 2 other kids. They are a handful, but I love them to death. Those are my 4 kids. So enough about me. I want to thank the parents, first of all, for your cooperation, your patience, your empathy as we've been navigating this pandemic over the last 18, 19 months. You guys have been amazing and have adapted and been flexible, and we truly appreciate you. I also want to thank you because we also know that you have options, and there's other schools in other districts. And even though I know that Las Virgenes is the best district and Lupin is the best elementary school, we appreciate you trusting us with your kids. It means a lot. Important things for our kiddos. Right now, especially being positive and staying positive. Being positive, it means a lot. Kids can see that. What's the word I'm looking for? It resonates with everybody. So if you're positive, it just transfers from one person to the other, and kids really see that. And right now, I think we need to be positive. We also need to find fun things to do with our kids, whether it's dinner nights, Taco Tuesdays, Sunday morning breakfast, exercising together. Riding bikes together, things like that. It's very important. And also, parents, taking care of yourself. It's really important to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, it's very hard to take care of other people. Socializing, very important. Kids, very important to get kids into gymnastics, into sports, play dates, things like that. Socializing, especially after what our kids have been through in the last year and a half. And for me, laughing. I like to have fun. One of the reasons I left high school and came to elementary school, because I wanted to laugh more. I wanted to have more fun. And, I found this, and I really truly believe it, is that 6-year-olds laugh an average of 300 times a day. And that's why they're so happy. And adults only laugh 15 to 100 times a day. And, sometimes we just need to be 6 again. But this year we've adapted. We had to change some things in the beginning. But we got this. We did this last year. We did it the year before. We can do it again. So, and we're all in this together. I want to introduce, this is our amazing school board. We have the most amazing school board. And we also have a special guest with us tonight, which is also my favorite school board member and board president, Miss Angela Cutbill. And so I want to introduce her and see if she has anything she wants to give her the floor, so she can talk for a little bit.
Thank you, Principal Foley. Principal Foley and I go way back to Agora High days together, so I've known Scott a long time, and he really is such a terrific elementary principal, which has been just knocking it out of the park here at Lupin Hill these past 5 years. I won't take but a second because I know you're here to hear from your classroom teachers and the people at your school. A couple of things. You have not only the newest multi-purpose room in the district, Lupin Hill, you have the most beautiful MPR in the entire district. So parents who haven't had a chance, we did the ribbon cutting this week. It was delayed because of the pandemic. And it's the fruition of a lot of years from the last bond measure we had. It was the last big project to be done. And we appreciate the patience of Lupin Hill. And I'm excited that now you're back on campus, that your principal and your teachers are going to really be able to utilize that space. It's beautiful in there, and I hope you all get to see it soon. One other thing, we're very happy that even in troubled times, we're able to kind of do new things and add new things from time to time. And for the first time in the history of the district, we have a full-time visual and performing arts teacher at each elementary and a counselor. And that's pretty exciting. That's an extra layer of enrichment and support for kids that we're really happy to bring. And my final comment would just be, as a former PFC president, please support your PFC. They need your funds. The great thing about our PFCs is everything that they raise stays right on your campus and benefits kids. It goes back into the classroom. It will benefit Lupin Hill and nobody else. And they need your time and your talent too. So I'm sure you're going to hear more from them about how to volunteer, and Lori's going to need you all year long. So please support them and go Lupin Hill.
Thank you, Ms. Cupbill. Ms. Cupbill, I've known Ms. Cupbill for 10 years, and she works tirelessly to support schools and kids. And she is so supportive of our schools, but especially me and especially Lupin Hill. And so I really appreciate her. Speaking of people who work tirelessly, our district leadership team, I can't thank them enough. They work so hard and are so supportive, and anytime I need them, they pick up the phone. And I have one of them here today, Mr. Jim Klein. He is our Chief Technology Officer. And I'll tell you, anytime I have a problem, Jim always answers his phone. It's pretty crazy. It doesn't matter what time, he answers his phone. So I want to thank him. Jim, you want to wave, say anything, say hi?
I'm just super excited to be back at school and super excited to be here. Love working with Mr. Foley, and the Lupin Hill team is by far my favorite team. So I'm looking forward to a great back to school night go Tigers.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. All right. I got to move this thing out of the way so I can see. So our guiding values this year at Lupin Hill and our Las Virgenes Unified School District is staff, student, and community safety, quality academic instruction, and the social emotional support of our students and staff. And our focus is on our academics and our social emotional support after the year and a half that we have been through. But again, it is so great to have kids back on campus and having a full school. And seeing kids play at recess and getting kids in. And I mean, I know, sometimes the car line is rough and sometimes, but it's just so nice to have it again and have everybody back. So it's truly amazing, and I'm so happy to have everybody back. But again, our focus is academic instruction and supporting those kids, and social emotional, our SEL learning, which is supporting that social emotional of our students. Oops. My son just pointed out that I paused the sharing. Jim, he's better at tech than I am, just so you know. So we followed guidelines. For all of the restrictions and guidelines, COVID restrictions, we follow the County of Los Angeles Public Health, the County Department of Public Health, and the Governor's Office. We have their information here, so if you want to email them or call them, it's right here. you can give them a call. But those are who we follow for all the restrictions that we have from our masks and things like that. Resources. If you haven't read already, I sent it out a few times, but the Family Resource Guide is great. There's so much information in there in regards to safety and coming back to school. We also have it on our website. So if you haven't read it and you don't have it, check it out. It's on our website, www.lbusd.org/Lupin Hill. You can also see in there our bell schedule. You can see a welcome letter. You can see we have all kinds of great things on our website. So definitely check out our website. You can also get to the PFC website from our website. Follow us on Twitter. We tweet out all the things that go on at Lupin. So from pictures to cool things that are going on, we always tweet it out. I had 23 followers 5 years ago. I think I'm up to like 250 or 300 followers. So I'm very happy about that. And remember always, every Wednesday is a minimum day. So every Wednesday is a minimum day. Yeah, he likes that. So accomplishments. We have a full-time counselor this year. So we're going to go over a few exciting developments this year. I need to get this out of the way here. There we go. We have a full-time counselor at each elementary school. So we had an 80% counselor last year, Miss Carter, and she's actually here. So she's one of my star-studded guests. We also have we have always had Counseling 360 at the district office, our centralized counseling center for families and students, but that we have increased our staffing there and the support from the district. So if you are interested in more support for your family and for your students, you can go to lbusdcounseling.org for information and resources on our district counseling center. We also have, and this is amazing, we're so excited about this, which is our full-time art and music specialist at each elementary school. So we have a brand new art teacher, brand new music teacher. We are so lucky. We got truly amazing teachers to teach art and music, Miss Rydell and Miss Venn. So please welcome them to our school. Both of them are awesome. They have started meeting with the kids this week for art and for music. So ask your kids, hey, how was music? How was art? Because they're amazing. And we're so excited. We've actually increased more art for our kids. So we used to have art every other week. Now we have it every week. Exciting developments also, investing in technology and infrastructure, teacher training and curriculum to continue our legacy of excellence. That's where Jim comes in. He's our tech guy. Best tech guy ever too, knows everything. We have extended the school year by 3 additional days. So that means everybody has to stay longer this year. I'm totally joking. The school's gonna end at the same time. We used to have 3 staff development days, but where students don't come to school, but we included those into the school year this year. And this is for, to support acceleration of student learning. So trying to help students, and I'll talk more about our intervention program, but it's to help students, and definitely, any kind of support for the academics, any loss over the last year, or social emotional learning that we might be able to help the students with. So I was joking, the first and last day of school hasn't changed. So we do have the Las Verges Independent School. It's otherwise known as Elvis. It's an option for K-12 students who are self-motivated and can work on their own pace. It's a K-5 virtual option / independent option. So if you are, a parent who is concerned and the risk is, totally understand that parents feel like, there is a risk, and you feel more comfortable with your student, independent learning, virtual, not at school. Elvis may be an option for you. So if you're interested, the information is right here. Dr. Roberts for his email and his phone number, but you can also call the school at any time or email me and we can get you that information. Okay, so please get vaccinated. We encourage those who are eligible to obtain the COVID-19 vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine is your best way to protect yourself and others from the Delta variant and from COVID. Unvaccinated individuals in Los Angeles County account for 99.6% of COVID-19 cases, 98.7% of COVID-19 hospitalizations. So get vaccinated. Health and safety, we clean the classrooms daily, deep cleaning the classrooms daily. We also have state-of-the-art air filtration systems. Every classroom has wipes, hand sanitizers, supplies. We also have sinks in each classroom. We also have parents and staff do their home screening every day. Students, if they are come in contact with COVID or they are exposed, they are quarantined. And we have our short-term virtual school for anyone who does go to quarantine. And we also do contact tracing. All students, staff, anybody indoors, face coverings are mandatory. Are you keeping track of time for me? Okay. That was your one job. All classes have seating charts. So we know who's sitting next to each other, and we can contact trace that way. So we know who has been exposed. And volunteers we have right now for kinder and first grade and second grade, and those volunteers have to be vaccinated, TB tested, and show proof of valid ID. We also have a lot of outdoor learning areas. So teachers, we recommended teachers to take your students outdoors and do your lessons outdoor as much as you can. And play zones. So all classes stay in cohorts from the time they walk onto campus till the time they exit the classroom. And they stay in that cohort in that classroom, they eat with them, and they play in zones with those classes. And this is all to keep kids safe. COVID tested. All school sites will have COVID self-swab test kits on campus, easy to administer and provide results in 15 minutes. The test kits are available to all staff and students. Our motto for this year, and always my motto for our students, have fun. Number one, make friends. Number two, and work hard. Those are my three. I always tell kids this is my motto for them. Take them outside. Sorry. So we have school rules and our Tiger traits. So these are our Tiger character traits. And these are character traits that we want to implement with our students. So our teachers, sorry, my brother brought his dog over. So there's a dog play date going on outside. These are character traits that we want to implement with our students and in our lessons. So teachers actually implement them in our lessons, and our counselor actually does character trait lessons in the classroom. So that's teamwork, integrity, growth mindset, empathy, resilience, and self-control. Tigers. Our top 5 rules that we have for all our kids, and the teachers go over these with their students. Our teachers, first grade, Miss Curzea, Miss Cobfeld, Miss Stock, Miss Adams. Second grade, Mr. Janton, Miss Hughes, Miss Finley. Third grade, Miss Sokolowski, Miss Loeb, and Miss Arcudi. So you've already been to their amazing back to school nights. And then what we have coming up, we have our 4th and 5th grade, Miss Wurzel and Mr. Hadeen, Miss Middledorf, Miss Ball, and Miss Stickle. And if I'm running short on time, you guys let me know, because my son is supposed to be on the timer. We have 2 amazing intervention specialists that work with all of our students and our ELD students, Miss Garrison and Miss Walsh. These are our specialists, and we're so happy. They're all awesome. Miss Abrams is our new media specialist, librarian, taking over for Miss Sagano. Miss Venn is our art teacher. Miss Rydell is our music teacher. Mr. Dillon is our PE teacher. Miss Carter is our counselor. And we have 4 new special ed teachers. Miss Cohen was here last year, but we have 3 new ones this year. Miss Levy, Mr. Vincent, and Miss O'Keefe. They had their back to schools this morning at 5 o'clock, and they were awesome. Our specialist, PE. So your students will receive PE twice a week, music once a week, art once a week. We have instructional aids in all of our kinder and TK classes. We have our library and media specialists. Students will go to the library once a week. We have our 2 intervention specialists who will pull students and push into the classroom to help students. And we have science, 4-5 science. We have K-2 mystery science, and 3rd grade, we have twig science. We also have our 100% counselor, the amazing Mrs. Carter. And again, many of these are paid by your donations to our PFC. So I want to thank all of our parents and our PFC, because a lot of this is paid by our PFC. So speaking of Miss Carter, I want to hand it off to her. Miss Carter, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Foley. Just real quick, everyone, I know you have some classrooms to go to. I just wanted to say welcome back to our returning families, and welcome to Lupin Hill to our new families. What's really important to me is to make sure that I am supporting not just the students on campus and not just our amazing staff and our full staff, by the way, but parents as well. Ms. Cutbill and Mr. Foley mentioned that I'm 100%, so I'm there every day, but we also have an amazing counseling center that's available to staff, students, and parents. And counseling goes to me beyond just the individual and the group counseling. It's about school-wide programs, so I will be looking into Green Team, Second Step, Art Club, whatever we're allowed to do. We'll find more about that, right, Mr. Foley, as time goes on. And I think the biggest thing I want to get across is I love the happy and the laughing. It was a quiet place at Lupin Hill last year when we first started, and it is so nice to have all of our kids back on campus and a full staff. So yes, please radiate positivity. If there's a problem, please come to the adults on campus, myself, your teachers, Mr. Foley, we're there to help. Let us know. We're a team. I do believe in the village, and Lupin Hill is a great village. So thank you very much. And our amazing PFC as well. Amazing.
Great segue right into our amazing PFC.
Hi.
So I'll introduce you guys. This is Veronica Miller and Lori Medlin. They are our co-presidents. Veronica's been our president for like 25 years, so I appreciate her coming back every year. Lori, thank you for coming aboard this year. So I'm going to hand it off to you guys.
Well, thanks for joining us. I know that we have a really short amount of time, so there are a couple things I just want to stress. Number one, thank you for everyone who has contributed to our enrichment drive. For those of you that haven't, it is still available. This is what helps us to fund, as Mr. Foley said, some of the specialists. We get to do special events. We help the teachers. We provide the school with things that they need. So it's a really important thing that we do every year. We have a couple ways of communicating with you. We have Parent Square, and hopefully you're getting our Parent Square messages. And we also have a Facebook page. So if you are on Facebook, if you use the whole internet thing, feel free to join our Facebook page, and we'll get, we send out notices and collect pictures, and it's a really great way to keep in contact with our family. And then we are hoping that we'll have events this year, right, Mr. Foley? We do a lot of this. So hopefully we'll get to see you and have some fun events on campus. If you're interested in joining the PFC, we always would love for folks to join us. As Mr. Foley said, we have the wonderful Lori joining us, and she's fabulous. So thanks so much. I don't think I forgot anything. Lori, is there anything you want to add?
I just want to add one quick thing. Our spirit wear, we have new exciting shirts this year. They are awesome. I can't have mine on because it's in the laundry because I wear it so much, but we're taking initial orders. They're due by Sunday for our first big order, and they're on payforschoolstuff.com. So please order your shirt. Your kids wear them every Friday for Spirit Day.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thanks for giving us your time.
Thank you, ladies. That is our presentation. I want to thank everybody for coming. I also want to thank my special guests, Ms. Cupbill, Mr. Klein, Veronica and Heather, and Lori. I will let you guys go to your 4-5 classrooms. Thank you very much. If you have questions, please call the main office. All your questions can be answered calling the main office, or you can email us at lhoffice@lbusd.org. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night.
It says live on YouTube. Is it stopped?